Every time he was about to fight, almost all of his opponents underestimated him. The reason was obvious. His physical appearance simply did not give off an intimidating or oppressive aura at all. Moreover, his fighting style was also known to be quite different from that of other fighters. Because of that, his opponents believed that defeating him would not take much time at all. However, when the fight began, the reality inside the arena turned out to be far from what many had expected. He dominated the match, and his unique fighting style made his attacks difficult to read. In the end, it all concluded with a victory.
Точно в голову заводит Дмитрий. Еще раз заводит Дмитрий. Еще раз туда и падает все.
At that moment, his opponent began to realize that underestimating him had been a fatal mistake. That figure was Alexander Pavlovich Shlemenko. Shlemenko was not just a fighter, he was the very embodiment of Siberia's absolute toughness. Known by the nickname Storm, the man born in Omsk, Russia, was one of the pioneers who brought Russia's name to the top of the global MMA scene, long before the wave of Dagestani fighters came to dominate the UFC. Born in 1984, Shlemenko grew up in the harsh environment of Siberia, which helped forge his ironclad mentality.
Flip, over, come on. Good, let's go, slant, one more.
Unlike many other Russian fighters who rely on pure wrestling or sambo as their primary foundation, Shlemenko emerged with a background in army hand-to-hand combat, a style known for its highly aggressive approach. That was one of the reasons many of his opponents underestimated him. Besides relying on the ARB fighting style, his opponent also had a background as a Special Forces officer from the Federal Penitentiary Service. Dmitry Vezhenko. And that moment came when Shlemenko was set to face an Iranian fighter named Said Hamzadeh. Hamzadeh behaved as if his size and abilities were more than enough to defeat Shlemenko quickly. What made Shlemenko remarkable was that he did not respond to those actions. Instead, he carried that personal resentment with him into the octagon. The fight finally began. Early on, Hamzadeh did dominate the match with his aggression. However, Shlemenko was still able to keep up and match that kind of fighting pace. A few minutes later, Shlemenko started to gain momentum after successfully landing a punch. Not long after, another punch landed cleanly, instantly knocking Hamzadeh down. At that moment, Shlemenko seized the momentum and unleashed a series of ground and pound strikes until he was ultimately declared the winner. Because of that defeat, Hamzazada eventually acknowledged Shlemenko's strength and began to respect him. From this moment on, Shlemenko clearly proved what his true quality inside the octagon looked like. Even when facing an opponent who was much bigger than him, he was still able to defeat him in a short amount of time.
Alexander Shlemenko.
That was largely influenced by his very unique fighting style. Shlemenko's approach to fighting is a blend of controlled chaos and extraordinary physical endurance. While most modern fighters move in a linear fashion, Shlemenko fights with a circular pattern that is full of surprises.
To the body.
If there is one technique that is truly synonymous with Shlemenko, it is the spinning back fist. He has an extraordinary ability to unleash this spinning strike from unexpected angles, often at the very moment his opponent believes they are in a safe position. Not only with his hands, he is also highly skilled at delivering spinning back kicks to the solar plexus, strikes that often cause his opponents to collapse instantly. In addition, Shlemenko is one of the best body punchers in the middleweight division. He frequently uses a left hook to the liver, a combination that is extremely devastating.
Documented fight.
I know what look, we ducked under that.
Oh, he's staying. He's staying.
He's stopped. He's done.
Moreover, he does not only hunt for his opponent's head, but systematically drains the gas tank by targeting the body with repeated strikes to the stomach and ribs. Shlemenko is rarely seen shaken, even after taking clean, powerful punches. He fights with a high volume of strikes, constantly pressuring his opponents without pause, like a storm that gives them no room to breathe. What makes it even more impressive is that although he prefers to fight standing up, his background in ARB and Sambo gives him solid wrestling defense. He is very difficult to take down, and if he ends up on the bottom, he remains extremely active in searching for chokeholds that have earned him many submission victories. For that reason, it is no surprise that his achievements in the world of MMA are truly impressive. Just imagine it, he reached the peak of his popularity in the Bellator MMA organization, where he won the middleweight tournament twice and became the Bellator middleweight world champion.
Pops right back, a big welt now on the forehead over the left eye. Now Alexander Shlemenko just bullies down Cooper.
Meanwhile, outside the arena, Shlemenko is known for his highly disciplined lifestyle. He follows the straight-edge philosophy, meaning he does not smoke and does not drink alcohol, a stance that is quite rare in Russia's masculine culture, which is often closely associated with vodka. He does this to set an example for the younger generation in Russia through his martial arts school, Storm. To this day, Shlemenko remains a highly respected figure because he has never been the type of fighter who picks and chooses his opponents.